Welcome, my friends, to another episode of Love Life. We hope you're making choices and decisions that are loving you back. My name is Michael. I am a person in recovery from substance use disorder and co occurring with mental health, the superpower of attention deficit disorder, working through post traumatic stress disorder, and I'm healing on purpose from physical abuse and sexual abuse from my childhood and from teenager, adolescence years, and even as an adult when I was still actively in substance use uh, at the time, using my altered substance and my alternate activities. So it's great to be with you. We're talking about what leads us to using again and the continuing of the use. That's what we're talking about on today. And so let us talk. So let us think about these things. One, uh, this is a we just taking this in parts. And one, we hope that you are not using my alternate substances or my alternate activities just today, just to figure it out today. So that's my encouragement to you. We can just figure this out one moment at a time. For today, we're doing well. So, a reason why we might continue to use or start using again um, is that we want to fit in because we are what we're social people. We're relational. We're social creatures, and so um, it's to feel like we belong to a group, belong to a setting. We fit in places and spaces, and so um, we may find it challenging, right? If we're in spaces where if alcohol is my drug of choice and it's not illegal, and but I know it doesn't have a positive outcome for me, we may find it challenging not to use. And then guess what? Wanting to fit in is people of all ages. It's not because you're in college. It's not because high school. It's just um, people of all ages and in different scenarios. And so, but we tend to think that it's mostly the most influenced to feel like or pressure would come from the teenager. I think it's your personality. Just from my a live experience, I feel is my personality, what I've got going on with me, and where's my self esteem? Um, do I feel secure within myself? Do I have any insecurities? But the thing is, I'm in places and spaces where others are doing my alternate substances and my alternate activities. Then I need to kind of look and go inside look at I may be not doing something wrong because usually it's places I don't have to be. I'm not required to be. So that thing is, am I ready to let go of that lifestyle as well? And so we may lean into using because I'm on the fence, and so I don't want to feel left out. And it was at one time it was fun for me, um, but at this point, I know it will not be fun at all. I'll be at risk of losing everything that recovery has afforded me the opportunity to attain and and to get in my life at this point. Um, and so we continue to go in these spaces where that is the common use, mind altering substances and activities, then I might find myself eventually using and continuing to use because I haven't changed my locations. I haven't changed my spaces and people, places, and things. Another reason why we may be faced with a challenge to use again and continue using is curiosity and experimentation and experimenting. Like a science lab or like a personal experimentation. However, uh, someone maybe for me I'm in recovery, but it might be some things that I didn't use, and so um, I get this wild thought, and oh, well, I wonder what that feel like. I didn't do that when I was in my active addictions, my alternate substances, my alternate activities. So let me see what this feels like. Let me see what this taste like, if it's something you can taste. And so sometimes, why must it be like that? Right. And then the old saying, I never still don't get it. Somebody help me out. Curiosity, you say curiosity killed the cat, or um, go somewhere you can't handle, right? And then it's not good for you. Basically, that's what it's saying. Go somewhere in a danger zone and put yourself in a situation that I can't get myself out of. So actually, curiosity is a little bit different. It's not wanting to fit. It's not peer pressure. It's more self pressure, where my own personality. This is something that I'm curious about for my own will, and I have to have a talk with myself. And so, hopefully, we can overcome these and have some curiosities and experimentation with some positive activities, and maybe switch it to foods or juices you never had, or different type of fruits, or different, just anything, poetry or places. And so hopefully we can find a positive and healthy alternative. That will be my encouragement. And last but not least today is, sometimes there might be a rebellion that rises within yourself, and it leads me to wanting to uh, use mind altering substance and mind altering activities, or continue the use. So some of our personalities are prone to rebellion. I don't know about you, I'm co-occurring. So I know there is a rebelling characteristic trait, rebellious characteristic trait within me. So going against the grain, or remember, when you're younger, you say, why? And you say, well, you have to, look, you have to look both ways for the cross the street. Why? So I just think of rebellion as why? Why? You're always questioning other norms, or the guidelines, or the things that are put in place to supposedly to keep us safe and sound. And even so, the thing is, rebellion is not just a teenage thing, an adolescent thing. That's a person thing. Even adults go through that. So I think we need to debunk these myths about, oh, rebellion, it's only, your high school and college years and young adult. Well, in this world of disorders, or what we call, um, I mean, I'm there because I rebelled against something that was good for me. So I wasn't willing. It took me, and I'm able to live, to be alive, to share with you. It took me so many experiences in the side of the disorder, functioning in the addiction, that now I was eventually at a point where I was willing to try a recovery lifestyle, or living in a lifestyle of recovery. And so there's just certain personalities that just kind of lean in more to rebellious type of activities. My altered substance and activities that are not healthy for us seem to be, appealing, on the edge, socially acceptable, meaning you're living an exciting life. And so it may appeal to us because it gets that dopamine, it gets that rush, that high. So we may tend to lean into that. And so that tool, that avenue of rebellion may be the way we find ourselves back at using my alternate substance or my alternate activities, and continuing to participate in that. And for some people, the rebellion is just a phase. I can't afford that phase, because I went through several of those phases as I was in active addiction and mind altering substances and mind altering activities. So I will share with you, I can't afford that phase again, because I don't know if it might phase me out. I don't know if I'll live to see another day. So that's just to be honest. It sounds harsh, but sometimes you have to speak that reality to yourself. Remember uh, what it was like, where you're at now, and where you would like to go, what your future goals are. So even in the rebellion thing, that is being able to counteract with a mindset, or redirect that thinking. Now that we're living in recovery, it sounds easier than done, but it can be done if we want it to be done. And so, therefore, my friends, I just hope you have, I hope you have an experience where, no matter where you're at in your recovery, if it's day 1 to day 10 to 10 months to 10 years, I hope you're finding something in this experience that you believe it's worth it, from just going on another minute at a time, another hour at a time, another day at a time. So till next time, my friends, I hope you make choices and decisions that love you back, and you're encouraged to love your life.